Om Shanti, 31st July 2020, Morning Murli. Essence, sweet children, this is a wonderful Pathshala in which neither the souls who study visible nor the one who teaches visible. This is something new. Question: what main teachings that no one receive in any other school do you receive in this school? Answer: here the teachings that the Father gives his children are: children, control your physical organs. Never have impure vision towards a sister. As souls, you are all brothers, and as children of Prajapita Brahma, you are brothers and sisters. You must never have bad thoughts. These teachings are not given anywhere except in this university. Song: the resident of the faraway land has come to the foreign land. Om Shanti. Neither are souls who are residents of the faraway land visible, nor is the Supreme Soul the resident of the faraway land visible. It is just the one Supreme Soul and souls that cannot be seen with these eyes. Everything else can be seen. It is understood that I am a soul. Human beings understand that souls are separate from bodies. A soul comes from the faraway land and enters a body. You understand everything very clearly. Even how souls come from the faraway land, neither are souls visible nor is the Father, the Supreme Soul, who is teaching us visible. You would not have heard this at any other spiritual gathering or in the scriptures. Neither would you have heard it, nor would you have seen it. You now understand that we souls are invisible. It is the soul that has to study. It is the soul that does everything. This is something new which no one else can explain. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is the ocean of knowledge, is not visible. How can the incorporeal one teach? Just as soul enters bodies, so the Father, the Supreme Soul, also enters the lucky chariot. That is Bhagirath. This chariot also has its own soul. He cannot see his own soul either. The Father comes and teaches you, children, with the support of this chariot. A soul sheds a body and takes the next one. A soul can be understood but cannot be seen. The Father who cannot be seen is teaching you. This is something completely new. The Father says, I come at my own time according to the drama plan and adopt this body. How else would we able to liberate you, sweetest children, from sorrow? You children have now awakened. All human beings in the world are still asleep. They will stay asleep until they come to you to understand these things and become Brahmins. Anyone can go and sit in other satsangs, but no one can come here just like that because this is a school. If you were to go and sit for an examination to become a barrister, you wouldn't be able to understand anything. This is something completely new. The one who is teaching cannot be seen. Even the ones studying are invisible too. Teacher is Supreme Soul and student soul, both are invisible. Baba is saying the souls inside listen and imbibe everything. Internally, faith continues to develop that this is absolutely right. That neither the Supreme Soul nor souls can be seen. It is understood with the intellect that I am a soul. Some don't even believe this and simply say that this is nature. They even try to describe it. There are many opinions. You children have to remain busy in this knowledge. You also have to control your physical organs which deceive you. The main things are the eyes. Yesterday also Baba told that they see everything. It is when your eyes see your child that you say, this is my child. How else could this be understood? When someone is born blind, it is explained to him, this is your brother. He cannot see him, but he can understand with his intellect. In fact, if someone is blind like Surdas, who blinded himself, he can take this knowledge very well because he wouldn't have eyes to deceive himself. Although he may not be able to do anything else, he would be able to take this knowledge very well. He wouldn't see any woman. It is when one sees someone that the intellect is pulled and one may even want to hold that person. If one cannot see the person, how could one go and told her? Therefore, the Father says, have full control over your physical organs. Don't look at a sister with criminal, impure vision. You are all brothers and sisters. There shouldn't be the slightest thought of impure vision. Nowadays, in the iron age, even the relationship between a brother and sister is sometimes not right. However, according to the law, you brothers and sisters must not have bad thoughts about one another. We are the children of the one Father. Baba gives directions. You are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Therefore, the fact that you are brothers and sisters must be made very firm. You souls are brothers, the children of God. Then, while you are in those bodies, you are brothers and sisters because you have been adopted through Prajapita Brahma. There must not be impure vision. Understand this very firmly. I am a soul. Baba is teaching us. I, a soul, am studying through this body. These are my organs. I, this soul, am separate from them. I act through these physical organs. I am not the physical organs. I, a soul, am separate from them. I have taken this body to play my part. This too, a spiritual part. No human beings apart from you can play this part. Repeatedly consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. He is also our teacher and guru. Those physical fathers, teachers, and gurus are all separate. That incorporeal one is the Father, teacher, and guru, all in one. Here, you children are receiving new teachings. The Father, teacher, and guru, all three are incorporeal. I, this incorporeal soul, am studying. It is only now that it can be understood how souls have remained separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time. It is now, when He comes here to purify you, that you meet that the Father again. Souls will go and meet again in the incorporeal world. There is no play there. That is our home. That is just the place where all souls resides. At the end, all souls will go back there. Souls come here to play their parts. They cannot return in between. The parts have to be played until the end. Souls have to continue to take rebirth until all souls have come down. From the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo, then at the end, when the play is about to end, souls have to change again from Tamo Pradhan and become Sato Pradhan. The Father is explaining everything very clearly. The path of knowledge is the truth. It is said, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. The truth, the benefactor, and the beautiful one. It is the one Father who speaks the truth. In order to become an effort maker at this confluence age, you keep the company of only that one who is the truth. This is the satsang where the Father comes and meets his children. All other company is bad. It is said, the company of the truth takes you across, whereas bad company draws you. Bad company is Ravan's company. The Father says, I take you across. So, who then draws you? You also have to be told now how you become Tamo Pradhan. Maya, the enemy, is in front of you, whereas Shiv Baba is your friend. He is called the husband of all husbands. This praise does not belong to Ravan. They simply say that he is Ravan. That's all. Why do they burn an effigy of Ravan? You can do a great deal of service there, where they burn Ravan's effigies. No human beings know who Ravan is, when he comes, or why they burn him. There is blind faith. Just as those people relate the scriptures with great authority, so you children too have the authority to explain this. Those who listen to them become very intoxicated. They even continue to give them money and ask them to teach Sanskrit and the Gita. They give a lot of money for that. The Father explains, children, you have been wasting so much time and money. Those who belong to the Brahmin clan will continue to come to you. This is why you hold exhibitions, etc. Those who have flowers that belongs here will definitely come. This tree continues to grow. The father sowed the one seed of Brahma, and then the Brahman clan emerged from that. It continued to grow from one. First, the family members came, then friends, and then their relatives began to come. Then, on hearing of this, so many began to come. They believed that this too was a satsang. However, here, because of having to make effort to remain pure, there was so much upheaval. Even now, it still continues to take place. This is why there are insults. They say, he abducted women to make them into his queens. However, they will become queens in heaven. Will they not? Therefore, they will definitely have to be made pure here. You tell everyone that this is the knowledge to become emperors and empress. You are listening to the true God telling the true story of becoming true Narayan from an ordinary woman. This Lakshmi and Narayan cannot be called a god and goddess. However, worshippers do not believe in the image of Narayan as much as they do in the image of Krishna. Many people buy pictures of Krishna. Why is there so much respect for Krishna? Because he is a small child. Little children are considered to be more elevated than great soul Mahatmas. Because Mahatmas normally have a household which they then renounce. There are some who remain celibate from birth, but they are still aware of what lust and anger are. Little children are unaware of those vices. This is why they are considered to be more elevated than the great souls. This is why Krishna is given greater respect. Worshippers become very happy when they see an image of Krishna. They speak of Lord Krishna in Bharat. Even the daughters have a great deal of love for Krishna. They want to have a husband or a child like him. Krishna has great attraction because he is Sato Pradhan. The father continues to say, the more you stay in remembrance, the more you will change from Tamo Pradhan and become Tamo and then Rajo, and the happier you will also become. At first, when you were Sato Pradhan, you were very happy. Then your degrees gradually continued to decrease. The more you stay in remembrance, the happier you will feel and you will continue to be transferred. From Tamo, you will continue to go through the stages of Rajo and Sato, and your strength, happiness and virtues will also continue to increase. Baba is saying that at this time your stage is ascending. The Sikhs saying, when your stage ascends, everyone benefits. You know that your stage is now ascending by having this remembrance. The more you stay in remembrance, the higher your stage will ascend. You have to become full. When there is just a line of the moon left, it then gradually continues to increase until it becomes the full moon. It is the same for you. When the moon is eclipsed, it is said, give a donation so that the bad omens are removed. You cannot donate the 5 vices instantly. Your eyes deceive you so much. Some don't even understand that their vision is impure. Since you have become Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, you are brother and sisters. Then If you have a desire to touch someone, it means your brotherly love has finished and it has become criminal love. The conscious of some bite them and they think, now that I belong to the Father, no one should look at me with impure vision or touch me. Then they say, Baba, this person touched me and I don't like it. Baba would then say in the Murli, by doing that, your stage won't remain good. Although they may be able to give knowledge and explain to others very well, they don't have that stage. There is bad vision. This world is so dirty. Your children understand that this destination is very high. You should be very sensible and stay in remembrance of the Father. We are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. We have a spiritual connection, not a blood connection. What is Baba saying? We have a spiritual connection, not a blood connection. In fact, everyone is born through blood. There is also blood connection in the golden age. However, there you receive your bodies through the power of yoga. Some ask, how can children be born unless there is vice? The Father says that is the viceless world. Vices do not exist. There, if you were stripped there, then that too would be Ravan's kingdom. And there would be no difference between there and here. These matters have to be understood. It does require a great deal of effort to stop impure vision. When girls and boys study together at college, many have a criminal eyes. Your children understand that you are the children of God, the Father. Therefore, you are brothers and sisters. Then, why do you have impure vision? You all say that you are the children of God. Souls are incorporeal children anyway. Then, when the Father creates His children, He will definitely create physical Brahmins. Prajapita Brahma would have to be corporeal, would he not? That is adoption. You are adopted children. How the world was created through Prajapita Brahma doesn't enter the intellects of human beings at all. You are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, children of Prajapita Brahma. Therefore, you are brothers and sisters. You must be very careful about having impure visions. Baba is repeatedly saying this. Many find this difficult. If you want to claim the highest status of all, you have to make effort. The Father says, become pure. Some listen to this one too, Brahma, whereas others don't. This requires a great deal of effort. How can you become elevated unless you make effort? Your children have to remain cautious. To be a brother and sister means to be children of one Father. Therefore, why should there be impure vision? You children understand when Baba tells you correctly that there is criminal vision. Women as well as men have an impure vision. Your destination is very high. Many of you can relate knowledge, but your behavior has to be filled with purity. This is why Baba says that eyes are the most deceptive. The mouth also moves when the eyes see something and then your heart says you want to eat it. Therefore, you have to conquer your physical organs. अच्छा, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First point, your behavior has to be filled with purity. In order to stop any impure vision and bad thoughts, consider yourself to be a soul, separate from your physical organs. Second point, make the connections between yourselves spiritual. Do not have any blood connection. Your time and money are invaluable. Don't waste them. Remain very careful about the influences of the company you keep. Blessing. May you be a bestower of blessings and a great donor like the Father, and take blessings and donate at the time of Brahma Muhurat. Once again, may you be a bestower of blessings and a great donor like the Father, and take blessings and donate at the time of Brahma Muhurat. Description. At the time of Brahma Muhurat, that is Amrit Vela, the Father, the resident of Brahma Lok, specially blesses you children with rays of light and might of the Son of Knowledge. Along with that, Father Brahma, as the bestower of fortune, also distributes the nectar of fortune. You simply have to make sure that the urn of your intellect is ready to imbibe that nectar. Let there be no type of obstacles or obstructions. You can then use that auspicious time to make your stage elevated and thereby perform elevated acts for the whole day. The atmosphere at Amrit Vela can change your attitude. So at that time, take blessings and donate. That is, be one who is blessed and who become a great donor. Slogan. It is the duty of an angry person to get angry, and your duty is to give love. It is the duty of an angry person to get angry. But what is our duty? Our duty is what? And your duty is to give love. Okay? Om Shanti.